Sanju Verma, coming on the point about information asymmetry, that because this is a public bank, because it's the chief is appointed by the government, if it wants to know who's giving how much, will know. Opposition mein kisko kitna mila. The opposition doesn't know who's funding the government. So earlier everybody was blind. Now one side has information, the other side doesn't have information. So it's a worse equation than in the past.
You know, Rahul, one thing which your audience needs to know is that what the Supreme Court has told the SBI to reveal, all that this SBI will reveal is the list of donors and the list of recipients. List of recipients ki knowledge.
Ma'am, you're not answering my question about information asymmetry. You almost acting as if you didn't hear or understand my question. You're very smart. You understand what I'm saying.
I'm coming to that. Why are you getting so rattled?
Because आप जवाब ही नहीं दे रहे हो. जब से आए हो आपको जो जवाब देना होता है आप देते हो. मेरे सवाल का जवाब नहीं देते हो.
आप इतने impatient तो पहले कभी नहीं थे. आज आपको हुआ क्या है, राहुल जी?
Okay, why don't you answer my question, ma'am?
I'm answering your question. I don't think there is any information asymmetry because please understand that under section 3 of the ECI guidelines pertaining to the Constitution, Article 324, even the government, it cannot summarily ask SBI to provide information ki recipients ki list do or donors ki list do. But abhi every stakeholder will be privy to the same information.
Ma'am, you ask most people who are watching at this time that if somebody powerful in the government asks the SBI chairperson whose tenure and appointment depends on the government ki batao bhai kisko kya mila, will he not give the information? So if the government wants to get the information, it can get the information. Even if the opposition wants to get the information, it cannot get the information.
Rahul, tell me one thing.
Yes.
Tell me one thing. No, please, now keep quiet because I heard you you made a very reckless remark. I want to ask you something. You are the executive editor of India Today.
I just got demoted, but that's fine. Go on.
Okay, you're the managing editor. My bad. Whatever. I will promote you. Ye bhi mere haath mein hota. Are you telling me that everything that you say and do on your show, it has to pass muster with Arun Puri? यदि अरुण पुरी कहेंगे कि राहुल कंवल आपका आज का नैरेटिव ऐसे होना चाहिए on CAA तो आप मानोगे? There is an arm's length. We are all professional people. The government cannot blindly tell SBI, अच्छा भाई आज नरेंद्र मोदी और अमित शाह को इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए because it is a public sector bank, आप दीजिए इंफॉर्मेशन. What does the Supreme Court tell Harish Salve today? All it says is, let us know the denomination of the bonds, let us know when the bonds were encashed, let us know who were the purchasers of the bonds. You tell me, Rahul, कल यदि सुप्रीम कोर्ट में यह खुलासा होता है that अंबानी, अडानी, अनिल अग्रवाल, वेदांता ग्रुप, रतन टाटा, विप्रो, इन्फोसिस, these were the big donors. I think anonymity is very essential. मान लो कल ये पता पड़े कि मुकेश अंबानी ने कांग्रेस को तो दिया था पर टीएमसी को नहीं दिया. Will Mukesh Ambani not be persona non grata in West Bengal? So sometimes anonymity is essential to
so this
keep
is a very complex debate.
Politics.
It has different layers. We try to unpack some of those complexities. Ultimately, it's for the viewer to decide. Sanju Verma says, do you believe if the FBI chairman is asked by this government to give the details, will he not give the details? I don't want to say anything. I want to leave it to our viewers to decide who they think is right on this. Ultimately, it is for our viewers to decide. Even Sanju ji is smiling, but that's fine. We'll leave it over there. Are we, and as SY Qureshi and Anjali Bharadwaj both said, are we better off? Ultimately, if I am making a donation in the promise that this will be kept secret, suddenly you reveal my name. Is that fair to that person? Now, SY Qureshi argued that they have big legal cells and stuff, but at that time, they understood the process to be what it is. So it has different complexities. And let's see how this plays out. Mr. S.Y. Qureshi, Anjali Bharadwaj said something important. There will now be a lot of these activists who will try and map, and even the political party will know. Take any company, I don't want to name someone, but if that company paid 100 crores to X and the opposition says, hame to nahi mila, or if the government says, hame to nahi mila, then they know that it didn't come to them, and then does that particular corporate then get victimized? So there are different layers at which this will play out from here on.